Hi there again at the Mahlo mCast. Up to now we have heard about the possibilities of measuring basis weight, moisture, thickness and multi-channel, and last but not least, today we want to show you the air permeability measurement. Today every human being on Earth knows about the importance of the air permeability of nonwovens, and we will see how this will work in an online process. Let's jump right in. Hello and servus from Bavaria. Welcome to our new Mahlo mCast. In this YouTube channel, it's all about measurement, control and automation for moving webs. If you are new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe. My name is Matthias Wulbeck. I'm the product manager for web gauging systems at Mahlo. For more than 75 years, Mahlo has been active worldwide in the field of running fabric webs. In quality management systems, web process control and web gauging systems, we have an experience over 25 years. So we know exactly where the shoe pinches and what solutions are available. In our mCast series on the topic of nonwovens, we would like to show you the online measurement and control of important parameters. Nonwovens are designed specifically for their intended use and must adhere to exact technical parameters to work perfectly in their final destination. These parameters are significantly influenced by the physical properties that result during production. The basis weight, the moisture content, and the thickness determine the decisive properties of the nonwoven. Today's topic is the air permeability measurement on nonwoven material. For all type of filter media, it's important to get a certain air permeability. This is as well for air filters and also for water filters. What we use is a system that touches the surface of the web, and a vacuum pump draws the air through the web inside of the sensor, and by comparing the pressure with a test pressure, we can determine the air permeability in a range from 1 up to 5,000 millimeters a second. When we look at the possible installation, this can work in a horizontal web flow, like in this case. Here we see the cross-section of an O-frame scanner, including probably a sensor for the basis weight or an infrared sensor using multi-channel. And here we see the air permeability sensor. The web has to be supported by 2 guide rollers, and the sensor is touching the web from the top. It's also possible to touch from the bottom if necessary, but then we have more effort for cleaning the sensor. A different way of installation can be like this. Here we have our O-frame scanner, and the air sensor is on the bottom of the scanner, detecting the web in the vertical web flow. And after that, the web is passing through the scanner and is detected for the basis weight, for instance. So these 2 possibilities of installation and at a scanning system is provided. Now let's see how it works in practice. Hello everybody. You already know our showroom where we met the last times, showing you a different type of measuring systems. And today we welcome you in our assembling workshop at Mahlo in Saal Donau. Today I will meet Christian again, and we are happy to show you something about the measurement of the air permeability. Hello, Christian.
Hey, Matthias. Nice to meet you again.
Great to see you.
What brings you here to me in the final inspection sector?
Yes. Today we want to see how the air permeability sensor is working on a running machine, and I'm happy to see that you already prepared something for that.
Here in our web gorging system for the customer, we have a basket weight system and also the from Texas provided air permeability sensor mounted on our gorging system. And I will show you how it works, and then I will explain something.
That's wonderful. And this machine is now tested and ready for shipment. And we have the opportunity to see this air permeability sensor in action.
So normally the sensor moves into the web during the production from the customer and can measure the air permeability of the product. In this case we use a Nonwoven product for our test, and that's, I think, we start and then you can take a look by yourself.
Of course, happy to do so. So now it's starting, and the air permeability sensor is above the web. Now it goes down on the web and starts the measuring process, right?
The sensor is moving into the web, and after that the soaking of the air through the web is starting, and therefore the sensor calculates the difference during the air permeability test and show us a factor how the air permeability of the product, of the nonwoven or the textile or something else, or the perforated foil, for example, how big it is.
Okay. If the sensor is not in operating modus, it will be taken off the web?
Yeah, if you start the measurement, the sensor moves out of the web and doesn't have contact to it, and don't interrupt the production if you don't need the test anyway.
Okay. And by the way, is the web speed limited to this type of measurement anyhow?
No, not really. If your moving speed of the web is up to 500 meters per minute, it's also possible to measure the air permeability of it. No problem at all here.
Okay. But one thing is important, we must take care that the web is stabilized underneath the sensor, so it may not drop down or swing up and down or something like that. And for this reason, we use typically 2 guiding rollers to keep the web in a stable position.
That's correct. The web needs always contact to the sensor. If not, we will get a wrong measurement of the air permeability, and that our customer don't want to.
We know that Textest also is a supplier of laboratory measuring system where you can put a sample in and test the air permeability under laboratory conditions. And the online measurement is in a direct correlation to the laboratory system as well. They do not show the same value, but they are in a certain relationship, so that we can take the lab values and transform it to the online system as well.
That is normally our part in the application department, where we start to prove the possibility of the system by using it in a fixed mode, and therefore we can transfer the settings into the moving mode with a web speed you mentioned.
So So this is very interesting also to see how this looks on a moving machine, on a moving scanner. And we have many applications up to now where we have this combination of permeability, of basis weight measurement, as well as thickness or infrared measurement.
That's correct.
So far, for our audience, you can see the system working on a living object, and we hope that this could give you a nice impression how the air permeability measurement in practice works. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for watching. Did you like the video? Then give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Then you won't miss any of our new videos. We would love to hear your comments and suggestions. So put them in the comment section. Don't miss the next episode of our mCast Nonwoven series. I'm looking forward to seeing you there again. My name is Matthias Wollbeck from Mahlo. Have a nice day and goodbye.